Make the determination today to become a master at vibrato, to be a complete, accomplished master at it, and break it down. Take the time, because the payoff is so great when you have control over your vibrato. And some of the things I used to do, there's various vibrato techniques. I would never recommend one over the other, whatever's comfortable for you. The classic rock and roll vibrato is the where you hit the note, bend it a little sharp, natural sharp, natural sharp. And there's various widths. There's classical style vibrato, which is this kind of, it's more of a forward, backwards, which is kind of nice because it actually makes a note go flat and then sharp and then flat and sharp and flat and sharp. So you actually get this as opposed to just, this is the string. That's like the rock and roll vibrato. Most people vibrate it like this. They don't actually play the right intonated note. They're naturally sharp. So you want to be careful of that. The classical vibrato will give you this, which is actually more of a rounded type of vibrato, but it's very limited and it doesn't look cool. You might find it might be right for you. But I developed this kind of vibrato, I don't know how it came about, just naturally, I guess, which is more of like a circular vibrato. And it's where I kind of push and pull, so I get that sharp, flat thing. And I just find it very useful for different kinds of speeds and aggression. So I would just sit endlessly for hours experimenting with every kind of vibrato. Some of the things I might recommend is first look at your vibrato and critique it. And this is actually something I would highly recommend, aside from talking about this technique, is to record what you play and listen back to it very carefully and see what you like. And now you got to be careful that you don't get critical on yourself and start telling yourself how much you suck. That's not going to do you any good at all. It's bullshit. Don't buy into it, because it's only going to keep you from enjoying what you're doing. It's going to make you feel inferior, which is all egoic stuff, okay? You lose when you do that. Find what you like. Find what you like about what you're doing and move in on it. Identify it and get excited about it. That's your ticket. That really is your ticket, because that's going to perpetuate itself into more things that you like about what you're doing. And then you're having fun. So with vibrato, if you really want to be a master at it, there's so many different types. Like I say, it's one of the most expressive tools you can use as a guitar player. And the guitar is such a great instrument for vibrato. It's endless what you can do, especially you got a whammy bar. So there's very delicate vibrato. Like how lightly, how slow can you hit a note? How slow can you vibrate a note? And then how can you control going from slow to fast? And then there's different widths. That's very wide. And then there's different speeds at different widths. Very fast and shallow. It's a feel, There's a little bit of a deranged mosquito going on there, but. And then there's vibrating notes very wide and fast. I used to do this thing to see how wide and fast I could vibrate a note without losing control. Sounds good when you're cranked up. And then there's vibrating notes when you bend them. Same things apply. You can play vibrato slow, fast and shallow, or so, and then you can practice vibrating with every finger. Play for 1 hour with one finger on one string and focus on every depth and speed of vibrato you could possibly think of. You'll become a master at vibrato. And then you can start getting into things like double stops. I'm sorry. Vibrating 2 notes at the same time. Three notes. Same thing, very slow. Listening, always listening very carefully. To fast. It's hard to get every note to sing and vibrate in a chord. And when you have vibrato at your command, it's very rewarding.